Hi, my name is Nick Shell with Family Friendly Daddy Blog, and this is one of the videos in my series called Bully Back Up. So this is going to be a short one. I just want to simply point out what I feel is the obvious, that I know how you feel. How could I do a video series about this if I didn't know how you feel? Now, granted, today I'm a grown man, confident, great life, right? But I can't say I was always that way. And more times than one in my life, I've been in a low place. Now, I'm trying to think the lowest part of my life as far as just that would go into the whole like feeling, I don't know, left out from society or whatever. Probably 6th grade. The 1992-93 school year was the worst school year I ever had. So when I was 12. I mean, imagine I was like just really skinny and I had like a flat top and I remember wearing like sweatpants a lot. So you know, when you're in 6th grade, I guess you don't necessarily have the best options to be that fashionable, but and I was kind of in an awkward situation because I didn't know how to be cool yet. I mean, so I didn't know who my friends were because cliques were starting to happen. So I didn't really know where I belonged. And so it wasn't so much feeling bullied, but maybe just feeling out of place and alone. So really, that's why I'm making this short video today, just to point out that I think it still falls under the same category, whether you're feeling like you're bullied or whether you feel like you're left out. I think the sense of loneliness or not belonging can be just as painful, if not even more at sometimes, than actually being bullied. Actually have someone negatively attacking you, it could be just as bad to be ignored altogether, right? So I know how that was, and I'm not going to say that I was necessarily so ignored and alone. I mean, it's just I didn't fit in, and it took me that whole year until 7th grade before I finally started getting myself figured out. So I make this short video today just to remind you that if you're in that place that I was in, of just kind of feeling out of place or alone or unseen, I'm going to say it gets better, but I'm also going to say it's probably going to have to do part of you growing as a person as well, of you gaining confidence in yourself. And it goes back to what I keep saying in these videos, and that is that people can only offend you and hurt you with their words if you allow them to. And I know that's not necessarily easy to just hear and do, but I'm telling you, in my life of 35 years, I've got to the point where no one can offend me with their words. And so just keep that in mind, that you give people power over your emotions when you let yourself become offended by what they say. They can't offend you unless you let them, right? So just keep that in mind. I want to remind you that you're in control of your emotions, unless you're not. Unless you're letting somebody else, then they get to control you. And I don't want that to be the case. I want you to realize that you're in control of your own emotions, your own self-esteem, your own self-worth. You get to decide that, hey, I am worth something. I am an important person. I am special. And, you know, sometimes you're in places in life where you got to kind of work out the kinks, maybe your personality. Because, I mean, what's funny is, I mean, I can take responsibility for it. Back when I was 12 years old, I'm sure I was probably kind of annoying and probably a little bit obnoxious, or I wasn't funny, or I wasn't interesting. And perhaps it was during those times that I learned how to be funny or interesting or cool and to be a fun person to be around. So I will leave you with that. Whoa, almost fell. I'll leave you with that if you are having a time like that where that's how you feel, just know that perhaps this time is to help mold you into the person that will no longer feel the way you do. Because I gotta admit, I didn't just magically get confident and magically become interesting and fun or anything. I wasn't always this way. There were definitely awkward, lonelier times in my life that got me here. But because I'm not a victim, I'm a victor, because I choose to be a victor instead of choosing to be a victim. I chose to be a victor. I chose to overcome how I felt and how I perceive myself and how I perceive the world. And in my next video, I'm going to talk more about that. Thanks for watching. My name is Nick Shell. This is my video series called Bully Back Up.